UFC talk. We got UFC 269 this weekend, and one of our favorite guys is fighting, or Sean O'Malley.
Mm-hmm. Sugar
Um,
Show.
yes, he's fighting Pavia, who is a number 15 ranked flyweight, moving up to fight at bantamweight.
Okay.
He's a lot shorter than Sean O'Malley.
That reach advantage is gonna kill him.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that as well because like we just Cody, not Cody, Corey Sandhagen
Hmm.
just fought Piotr Jan, and the height difference is extremely. I mean, Piotr Jan's like what, 5'9", 5'8", and Corey Sandhagen is like 6'2". But I will say that Pavia is not the boxer that Piotr Jan is.
Yeah.
So Sean O'Malley should probably be fine.
And
Um,
Sean's a very good boxer. I mean,
yeah, that's the only
lots of
way.
knockouts from him, so he's not a big wrestler.
That's what I say. I don't remember really
He
like.
wasn't big on jiu-jitsu or anything like that. So
Do you ever
I mean,
really remember him rolling around the ground? And
he doesn't.
I didn't think so.
He boxes. That's all he does. He just knocks people the fuck out.
I want to see him get on the ground.
He
I
wants that one punch knockout and then walks away.
I like that type of fight. Then they're on the ground. Sometimes you show that you're an actual complete fighter. But I get it now that you're not ranked and you're just trying to get the more knockouts, the better. If you think about it.
He's trying to get paid.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You're gonna get people to watch your fights because you're knocking people the fuck out.
yeah.
He's building his brand. That's what he's doing.
Well, he's on the main card. He's the first fight of the night on the main card.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. We'll see maybe if he gets ranked after that. I doubt it, I think. Let me look at the bantamweight number 15, I think is like Frankie Edgar's 13, Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is the only person to beat um Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
And he's ranked
That was when he hurt his
11.
foot though, right?
I believe so. Let's see. In the next fight, we got Cody Garbrandt. He was the number 7 bantamweight, moving down to flyweight to fight Kai Kara France. I don't I saw an interview with Kai today where he pretty much just said like that when the fighter just moved down, it's pretty much an act of desperation because you need to go fight the smaller guys again. You need to feel confident about yourself and win.
Yeah.
And he said that he's gonna kick the shit out of out of Cody because of that, and he doesn't feel like it's fair or whatever. But I watched a couple of his fights. I like how he fights Kara France, but
Mm-hmm.
Cody is a former champion, so it's pretty hard.
He's got some knockout power, but he likes to fight with his hands down quite a bit.
That's a good point.
And I mean, he takes one on the chin, he's getting rocked.
I was about to say,
So
yeah, one and you're done.
it's tough because he gets way too confident in himself. And yes, it works sometimes. It throws the other guy off, and then sometimes the dude takes advantage of it and he pays for it. So
And the
I
Kara
think Cody will win.
France, you do?
But I do think Cody will win, but
He's the
it all
number
it all
6
depends.
flyweight, Kara France. He's
Hmm.
22-9.
Wow,
One win by KO. And that was
you
his
got a
last
bunch of
fight.
subs or a bunch of TKO.
No wins by sub, so it's like a lot of decisions.
Decision.
Yes. So I guess we'll see who wins. It'll be interesting. I don't know much about this next one. Jeff Neal, he's 12 welterweight. Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's my guess. Sorry, buddy.
Good
If
try.
you listen, you're out there. 14 welterweight. They both look like gigantic dudes. And it's Kamaru's
uh,
division, but I don't know much about them.
Never heard of either of them.
Yeah, they're both
I have
ranked.
no
I don't think
idea.
they're really not anywhere near a title fight, obviously. Well, I mean, if you think about it, maybe they are because Kamaru's starting to run out of people. But
That's true.
yeah, but we'll see who wins. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna go on a limb and we're gonna go with Santiago because he's 29-4, and that is pretty sick.
Wow.
And the other guy
All
is
right.
13-4. So we'll give that guy his 30th win. Why not?
Yeah,
Santiago,
why
we're
not?
going for
God
you.
damn. Only had
I know,
four?
I know.
Holy
Holy shit.
shit.
Yeah. Uh, and then
That's awesome.
we got two belt fights.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana. One of them is very bad. One of them is very bad because Amanda
One,
Nunes
we
is
all know how that's gonna go. Yeah.
so her last
Not
fight.
Juliana Pena, but
Yes, yeah, her last fight, Amanda was a first round submission win. I think 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes into the fight. I remember watching it, and I'm pretty sure she just hit her with a combo twice. You know, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, like that, and then wrestled her, got her on the ground, turned her over, made her tap out.
yeah.
And I remember this girl, Megan Anderson, is like 6'1" or something, way taller than Amanda Nunes. But
Damn.
she just absolutely,
Amanda's a different animal.
she is,
This reason that she's champ.
she's insane. I want to see her win. And then it's time to see Valentina versus her number three. I know Amanda already beat her twice, but I think
Why
Valentina's
not?
different. And she's, and who
What
well,
else are
man,
you gonna throw at her?
I did see Kayla Anderson. We talked about, remember her from the PFL?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dana said that he's in talks with her about maybe joining the
Oh,
UFC
sick.
because she's a free
Okay.
agent. So if she joins the UFC, her. But
Who knows?
if you ask me, I watched her fight in the PFL. She's she dominated as well, but she's not beating Amanda Nunes. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any woman out there in the MMA world who could beat Amanda Nunes right now.
I think that Amanda will hold the belts until she either retires or is too old and gets
Oh,
beat by some young gun.
I saw a thing about her. She said that her last fight is going to be against her wife.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so her wife fights in Rose's division. They're very small,
Yeah.
but
Like strawweight or something.
I think is it strawweight or is it? Yeah, strawweight. So Amanda's the belt holder in the featherweight, which isn't even a thing anymore because she beat everyone. But she's
Yeah.
active champ in that one and bantamweight, but she defends the bantamweight one because that's the only weight class open.
Mm-hmm.
But her wife is in strawweight, and they said that they could meet at flyweight because I mean Amanda's fought flyweight before against Valentina, and then she said her wife could go up to. So that's where she wants her last fight to be. Will be against Nina
That's
Nunes,
crazy.
and they'll
dude.
walk off together. Can you imagine them fighting? Like, oh my
What
god,
if they draw? They
hilarious!
just walk off together. Oh,
That's pretty cool.
oh man, that would be cool. But
And obviously would be for the belt
huh.
because her wife is not
Yeah,
like that yet. Maybe she will be. Who knows?
she lost her last fight, didn't she?
Yeah, yeah. In the first
We
round, I think.
watched that fight.
Yep, I think we did.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into the men's, the lightweight. On our podcast page, I made a comment on one of this MMA on point. They posted this little like picture saying like, oh, rather like which one would you rather have losing, Charles or Dustin? It was like being conflicted, you know. I commented under and I was like, much rather see Dustin lose. Plain and simple. It got like 100 likes.
Oh,
So I think a lot of people do not like Dustin Poirier. We are on that board. I think Charles submits him.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to say second round. What do you think?
I'm with you. I'm
Second
all the
round?
way. Second round submission. He'll either choke him out or maybe like an armbar. Or something.
I was thinking armbar. Something like. I will say like the last fights though, Poirier fought Connor twice, once really, knocked him out. Charles' last fight was against Michael Chandler. Charles got knocked down, almost knocked out in the first round, and he came back in the second round, knocked out Michael. Here's that fun fact I wanted to tell you. I told you about before we started recording, and I wanted to get your reaction on it. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
So Charles is the only current UFC champion to have never fought championship rounds, as in he has never fought round 4 or 5.
No shit.
Never. So
Whoa.
if that fight gets in around 4 and 5, I will say it right now, he is not going to win.
Oh. Yeah, because he's not gonna. Oh yeah, that
I don't
endurance.
know.
Oh,
He might have the endurance because we don't know how he trains.
true.
But an actual fight, and he's never fought 20, 25 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, because Dustin's not gonna wrestle. He's gonna want to box the entire time.
I would I would assume that you don't want to go on the ground with someone like Charles Oliveira.
Yeah,
If you do, you're a complete idiot. And if he wants to
yeah,
fight him like
fucking
that,
moron.
but do you think Dustin boxes as in like going at him type of boxing, or do you think he stays back, picks his spots, and makes it go into round 4 and 5?
Dustin's fought a lot of good fighters. I mean, he's
Tons.
fought a few champions. I mean,
He's a
he's
former,
obviously a smart guy.
he's a former
So
champion.
yeah, he's a former interim, right?
Interim.
Champion.
Interim. Yes, interim.
Um, I think if he plays it smart, I think he'll end up, doing like you said, and kind of sitting back, waiting for his moment, and then going for it.
That's what you think?
Because
Okay. Yeah,
If Charles gets him on the ground, Dustin's fucked.
I agree.
There's no way he's getting back up
How
without
does
being submitted or whatever.
how does Charles go about it?
I think that he's going to be careful with the boxing because obviously he can't box. Showed it against
He can,
Chandler.
yeah, he knocked Chandler out, and Chandler's a big guy.
Yeah. So he's kind of more of a well-rounded fighter than
Mm,
Dustin is. So maybe he waits for his moments when he sees that Dustin's kind
shoot,
of like trying to push in, and then he'll shoot in and take him to the ground.
gotta be interesting. I'm like super excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. Some other UFC news in general. Kevin Holland moving to welterweight instead of middleweight. The welterweight's pretty low. I can see him. I don't know. He's not big enough. I don't think. That's Kamaru. That's no way.
He's already beat everybody else, but Kevin,
He's not even.
yeah, he's not big enough.
No. Um.
Not yet, anyway.
Yes. Jose Aldo last week got the win over Rob Font. So now there's been a lot. Jose Aldo's now ranked 3. We got TJ Dillashaw 2 in the bantamweight. Sterling Yan coming up here, and who fucking knows, man? I hope February, March at this point because they've already announced January. So I don't know.
All depends on Osman, right?
Yeah, the fucking idiot.
If he wants to fight, goddamn.
Yeah, so I assume they're gonna fight. Do you think Dana has TJ Dillashaw fight, Jose Aldo fight, them fight each other? What do you think?
I would hope that he would have them fight each other. It'll make money, and I think that's the way to go right now. Why
I
not?
agree.
Jose just beat he was number 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he just beat him. Why not have him Dillashaw fight? And
I
then
will
whoever
say
wins
that
goes to the championship.
I think I agree with you, but I will say that TJ Dillashaw's kind of fight coming in. He fought Cody Garbrandt, or no, not Cody Garbrandt. Sorry, Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
At number 3, and he beat him.
Mm-hmm.
But TJ Dillashaw is also a former champion. But Jose Aldo is also a former champion. One thing I did saw is like if you do give Jose Aldo that chance to fight for the belt, and he wins it, I think you need to give him the opportunity to win the belt at flyweight, right? To go down and be a double champ again.
Ooh. Yeah, why not?
Especially ahead of his career path.
He can do it. Why not? Yeah, he's been crazy since he came into the UFC.
Oh yeah, he went on like
always top rank.
God, this first couple of years, he was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. He was wild. I wanted to tell you this actually. When Rob Font started in the UFC, he was like 33 years. I don't know how old he was, whatever. Back in 2010. Jose Aldo was 1 year older than Rob Font. And when Rob Font started in the UFC in 2010, Jose Aldo was already 20-1 with 2 title defenses.
God damn.
And here's Jose Aldo 10 years later, still winning.
Yeah.
He is awesome.
Still a top ranked. Oh my God.
Yeah, top 3 is awesome.
That's crazy.
But thinking about it more, I think I'm with you. I really like TJ Dillashaw, but I think I'm with you having them fight because
if it makes money, it makes sense. First of all, I think
That's the
Dana
first
is
one.
very good
Yeah.
at making money. So I think he'll do it. I'm pretty confident in saying that, but who knows? I mean,
I think the only reason he wouldn't is if I really don't see because TJ Dillashaw is coming off injury. So you give
mhm.
him a couple more months, give Jose a couple more months because you're not even gonna have the Sterling Yan fight for who fucking knows how long. So
Yeah, why not?
what if you just strip Sterling?
I
Oh
think
wait,
they should absolutely switch Sterling.
isn't Pietro Yan has an interim belt right now?
Oh yeah,
So maybe forget about Sterling again, have them fight for the interim belt. No, you gotta have Dillashaw Aldo fight. That
yeah.
makes the most
Why
sense.
not?
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, I think that wraps us up. We'll talk about the MLB here in a little bit. We'll have an episode soon about that, but check out
It's
our
got
interview we had last week. I had an opportunity to talk with UFC bantamweight fighter Gustavo Lopez, who's from Washington. He's coming off a draw in September, also having a broken hand and a broken foot, so recovering from that. But go check that out on our YouTube, also on Spotify. Um, check us out on Twitter, NW Logic Pod. You can find our Twitters there, and stay tuned next week.